I just want to let everybody know you're welcome. Okay, Flagrant went out to the Middle East, and then all of a sudden there's a hostage agreement. There's a peace deal. I'm just saying.
What we were told was,
I'm just saying.
This is what we were told.
Yep.
We were told that if y'all comedians didn't go out there, your family was going to be hostages. That's what we were told.
Thank you for letting them go, by the way. I really appreciate you. I hope you like the jokes. Thank you for letting them go.
That's what we were
Thank
told,
you. Let me have
bro.
my daughter back.
What happened with that, man?
Bro, that shit was so... People are so fucking stupid. We were talking about this on Flagrant, but like, I was thinking about it this whole week, and I just hear all these people trying to justify it back home. They're like, America does bad things. America does bad things. It's like, shut the fuck up. Like, you either have fans in other places or you don't. I will perform for my fans wherever the fuck they are in the world. People don't decide where they're born. They don't decide the laws in the countries where they're from, but they do play a role in me being able to like literally live my dreams. They watch the special just like anybody else.
So you did it for the fans?
What was the backlash,
though? Tell me what was the backlash?
The backlash is just people who weren't invited that don't even have fans outside of Brooklyn saying that they wouldn't go. What a sacrifice. You can't perform outside of fucking Greenpoint.
I keep hearing it was a freedom of speech thing. Like they don't have freedom of speech over there.
First of all, I don't give a fuck about no other country's freedom of speech. We're the only country with freedom of speech.
But did y'all have to sign a contract that said y'all couldn't talk about them?
Charlamagne. They probably have restrictions.
Yeah.
I put my set out. I put all the local shit that I did out. You can go see if it looks like you can go see it. It's up on YouTube right now. I bet you nobody else put their shit out. I bet you that. I bet you none of them other pussies
I've
put
seen
their
you
shit
in those
out.
other countries, and I've seen you make jokes about them.
So everybody who's making this stuff about like the restrictions, like what you can or can't say.
Yeah.
All that restriction shit is people trying to not be in trouble. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they're just trying to not be the ones accountable. It's like your manager, and I knew this because I performed in the Middle East before, and they give you these things like, don't talk about this, don't talk about it. And I'm just like, guys, they all are educated in America. Like, they understand shit. They understand the comedy. They speak English. Like, they get it.
You can make jokes about them. You can make jokes about their leader. But people think you can't.
They think you can't.
Got you. Like
But you can't.
They literally was like, yo, you probably be beheaded. And
Somebody got to cover their ass. So they're, in case you do something.
But yeah, 3/4 the cloth.
Facts.
Yeah. Why would you have your ass out? Now, don't be disrespectful.
I'm just saying.
Why would you have your ass out?
I know you might tempt somebody. You might tempt somebody. You know what I mean?
I know you ain't say that over there.
Oh, of course.
What?
Bro, I had a...
You made gay jokes?
Bro.
Yeah.
9/11 jokes. Bin Laden jokes.
What?
The whole...
What?
This is what I go...
It's on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta go watch. Why you didn't tell me that? Before I came in. When did it go up?
We just put it out now.
Okay.
We just put it out right now.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like, this is... I mean, I had one that was quick. What are you looking up? You looking up the video? He wants to see the video right now.
I gotta watch that later, man.
But no, this is the thing. It's like they like humor out there. This is the thing. A lot of people in the West, they just have this complete, it's pretty kind of racist if you ask me. They just have this complete bastardized view of people in the Middle East, right? And they just can't conceptualize that these guys go to fucking school at Tennessee State University.
Yeah.
They're watching only American comedy, only American content. They're used to our humor. They don't get to decide the rules in their country.
Yeah,
They weren't fortunate and privileged enough to be born into a fucking democracy. We're the only ones with free speech, by the way. Canada don't have free speech. They're arresting comedians in England for jokes that they put on Facebook. Like, those motherfuckers in Canada, the truckers protested and they locked up their bank accounts. Like, this idea that, like, we're the norm, we're the outlier.
Well, let's see if we can hold on to our free speech. Your boy don't seem to want it.
Yo, do you, bro? I'm just kidding. No. I'll fight tooth and nail for free speech, obviously. I don't ever want that. I think it's really important for us, 100%.
Yeah.
But just this idea that, like,
It's our whole livelihood.
yes, here, but my point is, like, these people are not beneath you performing for them. That's what I didn't like with the whole rhetoric. And, like, if you really want to look at that purity test, basically all the people being critical, they're not saying it, but they are saying you can perform in white people countries.
White people countries.
Because name the country that's not a white country that has the rules that are okay for you to perform in.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, does India have free speech? No.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, do all these other places, and
But
then
you probably could go over there and get the same jokes off and nobody would care. I think a lot of this is narrative and perception.
They're arresting comedians in India.
Because I remember being,
And I'm going to India. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to all these places because wherever I have fans, I'm going to perform for.
They're arresting Indian comedians in India. They're not going to arrest you if you go over there and get the
They're not
joke
going to
up.
arrest me anywhere. Except America, probably. That would be the only place.
Yeah.
But like, they're not going to do it because
you have been critical of Trump, and you're not supposed to be once you was on his side.
I will compliment him.
That's what he doesn't like the most.
Nah, if he gets it right, that picture is crazy. He looked like a balloon. That picture is insane.
You look like no.
But if he does something good, I'm going to say
that's what the guy doing your colonoscopy sees. The guy doing your colonoscopy sees.
Yo, everyone gets these jokes. Trump is going to get him. Now, if he does good shit, I'm going to call it out. If he does whack shit, I'm going to call it out, which I've always said.
That's what being an American is about. I am interested in the Saudi Arabia thing, though, because I told y'all.
Tell me.
No,
Ask all the questions.
I didn't tell y'all because we edited it last week. But
I had to make sure we were going to come back.
I know. I get it.
We had to get back to America.
But we were when I was in Abu Dhabi, which is another place people have a lot of
United Arab
misconceptions
Emirates.
about.
Of course.
Right?
Yes.
But when I was in Abu Dhabi, I remember Anthony Anderson was there, and he had just came back from Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
And the woman who was with him was like a woman who I guess handles like the entertainment and stuff over there. Yeah. So she was like, oh, Charlamagne, and she was talking to me, and Anthony and all of them were talking to me about how Saudi Arabia is the they already leaning into sports, but now they about to be leaning in entertainment. And then you hear other people talk about the fact that their oil reserves are depleting. So they got to find other ways to get money. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just saying what they say.
Maybe.
But we do know they are making a large investment into sports and entertainment. That we know.
It might.
Why did the comedians get so much flack, but golf doesn't? They're talking about doing a basketball league. I don't know if this is true too.
They got WWE, they got UFC, they got all the shit.
UFC. They're talking about doing a basketball league.
So
I think I saw with Bron and Maverick. I don't know if that's true. I'm just telling you what they've been saying. Why did the comedians get the flack?
Here's why. This is my opinion, and this is where like comedians can take accountability. We have politicians on our podcast. And when you have politicians on your part, you know this more than anybody. Once you have a politician on your platform, you enter yourself into the political mudslinging discourse.
Okay.
And politics is a zero-sum game. So, for example, it's like if Charlamagne has liberals on the podcast and you back Kamala and whatever, you are seen by the people that are your opposition as evil. And any chance they get to show that you're a hypocrite or show that you're bad or you do anything, they do it because that is the political game. In a game of power, you use whatever you can to maintain power and to make your opposition look bad. Mm-hmm. So we had the politicians on the pod, which I don't regret, but we had the politicians on the pod.
Say it again.
I don't regret it.
I don't regret it, and you shouldn't.
Not for a fucking second.
That.
Not for a second. So, but we had them on, so we have to be accountable for the fact that like now we're part of the political discourse. And the political discourse is how can I call you a hypocrite or how can I say that you're not living up to my purity test? And then it launched into this whole thing with the Saudi fest, but like it really has nothing to do with Saudi. It has to do with the fact that like there are these political figures. We're not political, we're comedians, but there are these people that are in that conversation. How can we malign them? How can we do it? Different people got different things. Bill Burr was getting criticism for one thing.
Bill Burr got criticism because, to your point,
we got like zero criticism. Yeah,
because
like,
we were the only shit from y'all. They expect y'all to do that. They don't expect Bill Burr to do it. They're like, Bill Burr, no, you're supposed to be our liberal woke champion. We got you on this pedestal, and they was like, what? You're over there performing for the Saudis? And it's not Bill's fault, but it's just that they look at Bill in a pure way.
And he, maybe you could argue like his more recent material presented one thing. I think people were frustrated with him even before, because I think that, Bill's like one of the most prolific ever, and he was doing a lot of like women are annoying jokes that he's the best at. And I think he built
his WNBA reality show jokes.
He's phenomenal.
Top tier.
But I think he built up a right-wing audience who maybe kind of like sided with a lot of that sentiment. And then when he started maybe leaning left, which you can do as you feel different things in the world, you're allowed to change. You're a human being at the end of the day. But when he started to lean left with the material, all those people on the right felt kind of like abandoned and felt criticized maybe by him. So they were waiting for a moment where he was a hypocrite.
And then Bill got the look too, though. Because, I mean, you hear what comes out of his mouth, but when you see him, bald head, white guy, you like, yo, that's one of us, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He hates his wife like I hate mine.
So you see his look, you hear one good WNBA reality joke, you're like, I got him. And then when the whole manosphere, bro thing, whatever they was trying to create come up, you just lump him in that. Yeah. And then you hear him and you're like, whoa. Whoa, buddy.
Yeah.
You know? So I can see why that could have been confusing. I can see how both sides could have been confused.
I felt bad for there's certain people I felt bad for, man.
Like who?
I felt bad for Aziz a little bit because Aziz really got canceled on some bullshit back in the day. This was like height of Me Too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Like some girl pulled some bullshit and he got fucked up.
I remember.
And he was just coming back. Like he got a movie coming out, like, and he just took this gig and they were doubling down. Like Kimmel kind of went at him.
At Aziz?
Yeah.
I missed all that. I'm gonna be honest with you, this was like a comedian civil war. Because it was mostly comedians I saw criticizing other comedians and comedians sticking up for other comedians. It didn't really get much traction outside of the comedy world. Bro. It started to, but then people realized nah, this shit ain't got the heat we thought it did.
That's what I was saying on Flagrant. I'm like, yo, this is nowhere on my timeline.
It wasn't. It started to.
But listen, this is what I tell comedians. Like, so like a lot of the comedians that were like involved in this are operating in like the euphoric stage of a stand-up career, right? It's like they just started posting clips and they got a fan base and they toiled in obscurity for decades. They got a fan base. They're the unsung hero of their fans. Like I remember this stage where like they're like, yo, you're the truth. Nobody else knows you but us. They could tour, they could make tons of money, but they haven't transcended into like pop culture yet.
Yeah.
And what happened is
only a few do though.
Well, that's true. But what happened is this comedy festival kind of pushed into what they thought was pop culture for a second. So they started getting all this hate. And I think a lot of them were like, oh my God, I worked my whole life to have fans and now it looks like all my fans hate me. They don't realize that it's this fake outrage thing. In 2 weeks, nobody will give a fuck. A week from today, nobody will mention the Saudi Comedy Festival.
They're not mentioning it now.
That's what I'm saying.
We're giving it more. We're giving it another week.
Well, I had to get back safe.
I'm with you.
I had to be alive.
I'm with you. We're giving it another week. I also will say too, to all of those new up and coming comedians, if you're getting fake outrage, you've arrived. You know, it's just the reality of the situation. It's when they don't give a fuck is when there's an issue, okay? If they're on your timeline and they're giving you fake outrage, cool.
But they don't realize that like those people are not their fans. They're the people that are like perennially outraged. So they think it's their fans that are all leaving them. And the internet can make you feel like that. Once you've gone through enough like internet shit like we have for fucking decade, you realize it's all bullshit.
Numb to it.
Exactly.
It don't even matter.
It's like the first time for them.
Yeah.
So they freaked out. They're like, I'm pulling out of the festival. I'm giving my money back. I'm donating it to charity.
And guess what? Nobody gives a fuck.
And nobody cares. And now you lost all your money.
You lost all your money and nobody's patting you on the back. There's no reward for, you doing what these motherfuckers have forced you to do. All of these people will get online, have all of this outrage towards you. Then when you do what you want them to do, they'll say, no, you never should have took it in the first place. We know who you are now. Man, get the fuck out of here. And I don't know who they are.
You're never going to make it. You got to be unapologetic. And that's the thing that like, I think on Brilliant it's been great, on Flagrant it's been great. We've never been the virtue signaling motherfuckers.
No.
We're assholes through and through. No. We're brilliant idiots through and through. So
even when I believed what I believed it.
Yeah, and I'll call you gay.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like even like you're never going to hear me say something that I don't believe. Now, will I stay there? Probably not, because I'm always taking in new information.
You're allowed to.
And I allow myself to grow and evolve, unlike so many other motherfuckers out here who get stuck in a caricature.
Yep.
They're afraid to pivot. They're afraid to grow. They're afraid to evolve. They just spend their whole life virtue signaling for a bunch of motherfuckers who never come.
And
you
now,
ever realize that?
Yeah, I do.
It's like putting the Batman sign in the air and that motherfucker never comes to fight
Never.
Joker. Never, ever.
And now you censored by your own audience. You're talking all this free speech shit, but you can't even have your own opinion. You got to make sure your opinion lines up with your own audience. If you're going to be censored by your own audience, just get a job at Comedy Central.
Get a job
at CBS. Get a job at someone who's going to dictate what you can or can't say. What's the point of being an independent content creator if you can't do the things you want independently?
I will say this, though. I'm glad you brought that up. There is a misconception that people in corporate America have people telling them what to say. And there's also a misconception that people online are free. And what I mean by that is there's people on these networks, not a lot of them, but there's people that are willing to take these risks, right, that work for corporate America. And then there's people who have the independent platforms who at the first sign of some outrage, the first sign of a threat of demonetization, the first sign of a lawsuit. That's what I'm saying. So who's really free? Freedom is just being free and not being scared.
Freedom is being yourself.
Being your fucking self.
Sometimes
That's
yourself is going to piss people off. Sometimes it might upset your fan base, but if they actually fuck with you for you, not because you're a voice for the things they already feel, like they know you as you.
Yes.
They'll be upset at you and then they'll be like, all right, but I like that other shit.
I don't like when I know exactly how a motherfucker
It's boring.
I'm like, all right, I already know what that person gonna do. I know what that person gonna do. Like, who's out there really just sitting back looking at things from an objective viewpoint? Like, 'cause even with the Saudi shit, I don't think anybody sat back and looked at it from an objective viewpoint. First thing I thought to myself was, okay, what are they mad about exactly? Why can't you perform in Saudi Arabia? Because I'm so confused that y'all let all of the sports people go over there, right? There's entertainers that's been going over there getting checked. Why is all of a sudden the comedians getting backlash? And it's not like Saudi just got in the game. Yeah. Saudi been around for a decade plus dropping bags on shit. They just bought EA fucking Sports.
So that's the beautiful thing. You better stop playing FIFA. If I catch you playing FIFA. You better if I catch you playing
FIFA for fun, Madden.
Madden. If I catch you playing any of these games, bro, you a sellout. Why you selling out?
NBA 2K.
Oh, man,
wow.
That's what I'm saying. It's like all these comedians like put their drew a line in the sand or whatever. They put their foot down. It's like you're gonna now have to pass that purity test over the next few years, and people are gonna remember you said this.
Let's look this up. Let's see what Saudi Arabia. What is it, Ryder? Who is it? Is it
Riyadh.
Riyadh. What has Saudi? Let's.
Charlamagne.
What am I saying wrong?
Charlamagne getting his chat.
Saudi. What
Saudi
has
Arabia.
Arabia and Ryder? What is it? How you spell it?
Riyadh.
And Riyadh invested in America. Let me see. Let's see. Because I need to know, bro. Because I really was just looking. I'm like, I know they invested in mad sports and shit.
I just
like
love
that.
how you embraced AI. This motherfucker was no AI, no AI. Now,
did you?
Yeah.
Once it started talking in his own voice, he was like, this shit ain't that bad.
He loved this shit.
This shit gave me. Hold on, I just want sports and entertainment, my guy. Hold on. No, just give me sports and entertainment, okay? Just give me sports.
But we don't. To me, it's like.
No, I like to hammer the point home.
All right, hammer.
Sometimes you gotta hammer the point home. Because they hear you talking and they be like, really?
Yeah.
Okay, live golf. PGA Tour golf, FIFA Club World Cup, ATP tennis, the Zone. Oh, we knew that with the boxing. Project B is the new basketball league. Entertainment, Live Nation concert and live events, video games, esports, digital entertainment. So Piff invested in Live Nation Entertainment, owner of Ticketmaster. You know what I'm saying,
bro? It's
Saudi capital has big. It's everything. It's too much for you to just be mad at the comedians.
Even if they didn't do any of it, if I got fans there, I'm performing for you. Simple as that. I'll perform anywhere my fans are.
D.L. Hughley said, if you're not mad at golf, don't be mad at fucking comedians. I think he said it. Maybe it was the wrestlers. He said, if you're not mad at WWE, don't be mad at comedians. I don't remember what the fuck. It was one of them.
100%. 100%. And also there's like this thing about the money that I think is so funny. Like,
yeah, let's talk about that.
Because comedians made it seem.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that bad.
The comedians made it seem like it was like this life-changing money. They were being sarcastic. There's a few comedians that said like.
Shut your rich ass up, man.
I'm just telling you.
Okay, man. Shut your rich ass up,
I'm just telling you,
man.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, I know what everybody got. It takes 4 days to do one show in Saudi Arabia, right?
Okay.
You fly there for a day, you fly back for a day, you do a show for the day. Maybe you want to do one day before so you can kind of get to know the place you're talking. If you do 4 shows in America, if you're doing 4 arenas in 4 cities in 4 days, which is like what we'll do if we're on tour.
Yeah, because everybody's doing arenas. If you do 4 arenas in 4, everybody's doing arenas.
I can't help you, yo. I can't help you, man. I can only show you the game, bro.
Talk that talk.
I can only show you the game. That's all I can do is show you the game. I'm just saying.
I'm tired of people not wanting us to be who the fuck we are. Why did it get so mad? Why are you so mad that I'm talking to you about my life? You should appreciate this shit.
Why can't they?
You watched it from the beginning.
But our fans do, though. It's the people that weren't there from the beginning that get upset, man. It's the ones that weren't there from the beginning that get upset. I'm telling you.
Now go back. Okay, you can do 4 arenas in 4 days and what?
Or if you are, there's a bunch of comedians, like you can make the same money. It's the same money. Like, so it's not this, oh, you're just going there for the money. You know, if you go in there for the money, then you made a mistake because you can make it here.
I just want you to know you're at this point right now, you're only talking about 5 comedians.
Yeah,
you're talking to Dave, Chris, okay. Who else does arenas? I don't know who else does arenas. What's my man name? Russell
Peters, man. Listen,
like who else? Like you
I can only talk about what I know.
Shane Gillis.
Yeah.
You're talking about 4 or 5 people tops right now.
I can only talk about.
Okay, so what if you're a comedian
life,
who
man.
does like you do your comedy clubs on the weekends?
Maybe you got a crazier bag, and maybe it was really great for you. I don't know how much they made, and I can't speak on that.
Give me a basic bag for writer, not your bag. Just give me like what you heard. Like, what's the lowest number you heard somebody got?
The lowest?
Yeah, lowest I heard was like 350.
So yeah, so imagine you're a comedian that's making $2,000 a weekend doing comedy clubs, or like $3,000 a weekend doing comedy clubs, and you get that. That's life
350
changing
for 4 days.
That's life changing money for you.
right.
So there's no question at all.
That's right.
I'm just saying, like the headlining acts, the people that were getting scrutiny, saying that they threw away their morals for the money. It's not accurate. It's just not, because they can make that money back home. They can make that money when they tour, right? I would assume, and I may be giving them I'm giving them the most grace here, but like I'm assuming they did it for the reason I did. Is like they have fans there and they want to perform for their fans.